And we tend to think a lot about people in need during the holidays, but Forgotten Harvest has been working to fight food insecurity every day in Southeast Michigan for 28 years. One Detroit's Will Glover met up with CEO Kirk Mayes to talk about how their mission has grown.
In our neighborhoods, not just in our struggling neighborhoods, but even in some of our middle class and affluent neighborhoods where people actually do have to figure out, especially during transition times in their lives, how to put the next meal on the table.
Forgotten Harvest CEO Kirk Mayes is no stranger to finding help for people who need it most. He served as Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan's Deputy Group Executive of Jobs and the Economy. He then connected with neighborhoods as the Executive Director of the Brightmoor Lions. Now Kirk is guiding one of Michigan's top 10 nonprofits to help fight food insecurity in Southeast Michigan.
Forgotten Harvest is Metro Detroit's food rescue organization. We're dedicated to relieving hunger in Metro Detroit and preventing nutritious food waste. We have drivers that leave our facility every day and they go on a route to visit local grocery stores, pick up food from places that is available, and then we turn it around and then redistribute it back to our community for free.
The need for Forgotten Harvest continues to grow. Michigan's poverty rate is 15%. That's 3 points higher than the national average. In Wayne County, that number jumps to 22.9%, and in Detroit, almost 35% of the population lives in poverty. Identifying those who need help isn't as easy as people may think.
It's hard to identify a face for hunger or food insecurity in our community. For us, it means when somebody is worried about or doesn't know where their next meal or a future meal is coming from, especially during transition times in their lives, how to put the next meal on the table.
You say transition time, what is that?
A dad who loses a job, or a mom, a health crisis. There could be any number of things that set a typical family off course. We're talking about persistent hunger that causes food insecurity, the type of hunger that even when you're eating, that hunger has made such a mark on you that with a meal in front of you, you're still worried about where the next one's coming from because you don't want to go through the pain and the vulnerability that came from not knowing how to address this problem. So when you think about how food insecurity, how it affects people, adults throughout our society, for those who have had to deal with it on a regular basis, it creates now this extra layer of worry in every place that they go, even when it seems like they have what they need.
It sounds like it has obviously a physical effect because you're physically hungry, but a huge psychological impact.
Absolutely. And then as a child is still developing.
Right.
They need those nutrients. They need that nourishment in order for them to go out and tackle this world and be strong. If a child is going through all of these dynamics that come with development and growth and learning and social interactions, and they have to do that while they're hungry, and they don't even control that whole situation, we're setting them up for an unfair hill to climb.
Forgotten Harvest has rescued and redistributed 45 million pounds of food, with 35 refrigerated trucks and 16,000 volunteers. Kirk says he's always working to expand their network of partners to make sure they reach as many people in need as they can.
Addressing hunger is not a food issue. It's a logistics challenge. The food is already there. We just need a coordinated method throughout our country to make it happen, and we have a great example here in Southeast Michigan with Forgotten Harvest. We can show you a way to get lion's shares of food to address this hole in our society, and we can get rid of food insecurity. I do believe that.